Hi, Hugh McKenna from Asgard Athletics. This week we're going to be going over the teep with both the rear leg and the front leg. This is a great technique if you're trying to keep your opponent away from you. Also, if you're just trying to keep distance as the longer person, or you're fighting a pressure fighter or you're tired and you just need a break and you need to keep them away from you. So let's get into it. Okay, so throw the teep. What we're going to do is we're going to aim for the spot, like the fold in Cody's hips right here. A lot of the time when you aim your teeps at the body, yes, they do damage, but you run the risk, especially if they have a really tight guard, of kicking and smashing your toes into an elbow, and then you're never going to want to throw a kick or a teep ever again. So first things first is we got to learn how to throw the teep. We got to point the foot down and curl the toes back. It's really awkward motion at first because when you point your foot, you want to point your toes, but you don't want to hit with your toes. So you got to pull your toes back because you want to hit with the ball of your foot. I like to pretend like I have like a little knife sticking out of the ball of my foot on my big toe pad right here, and I'm trying to stab Cody wherever I'm aiming. So the back teep is a lot easier than the front teep, so let's start with that. So you're going to chamber your teep up, you're going to point your foot down, curl the toes to the shin, then you're going to fire straight forward. As you fire forward, your hands are going to be like you're driving a gigantic truck wheel coming to like this L guard here. So you're here and here. And you see how that folds his hip back when I get him in the crease? It's exactly what I want to do because the teep is just a foot jab trying to keep the person away from you, especially when they're trying to pressure fight you and back you up into the cage. So I'm here. I'm going to bring the foot up, right? Chamber the knee forward, point the toe, point the foot, curl the toes, and hit him with the ball of my foot right there. I'm driving off my lead leg. I can come up on my toe if I want a little extra power on there. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to hurt Cody while he's so graciously demonstrating. So we come here and drive it forward like this as we push. Imagine like you're trying to kick a door in with the pad of your foot right here. Okay? So you're here, drive the truck. Right here, drive the truck. Now the lead leg's a little more tricky because the distance is a little closer. So you're gonna have to throw the teep a little sooner than you think. Right. So the back leg, I have a little more play here where I can throw it from back here and still get it. But if Cody's here, it's almost too late to throw the teep. So back a little bit, Cody. So as he's coming in, I'm gonna throw it now. All right. And now same thing. Chamber the knee. I point the foot down, curl the toes up, and hit him with the pad at my big toe. Right? And I drive the truck towards my leg. So I come here, drive the truck. Okay? Go ahead. Drive the truck. Instead of folds and back, that's going to stop and deaden strikes. All right? So that's the teep. So that's a teep. That's a great way to keep your opponent away from you, especially if you're tired or if they're pressure fighting or you got rocked and you need a second to collect yourself. You can use it on the front leg or the rear leg. The rear leg does a bit more damage than the front leg. And also, you don't have to hit them in the crease of the hip. If you're trying to keep them away, that's the best place to hit them. But if you're trying to do some actual damage to their body or their head, aim for their chin or their solar plexus or their liver. However, just be careful if you're aiming for the body on it that you're going to hit an elbow if you misdirect that a little bit.